This is strange. One of our servers is being pinged constantly from the Wi-Fi of a particular Star Roger coffee.
What's that supposed to mean?
Yes, I thought it was noise at first too, but then I decoded the pings. It's Morse code. 3 letters repeating over and over.
Go on.
S-O... Wait for it. S.
Let's make some inquiries. Drop the location on my map. I'm here. What now?
There doesn't seem to be any obvious peril, does there? Have a seat and I'll ping back the IP sending us the distress signal.
Miss. What's the deal with this burner phone bollocks?
It's a cryptophone. It's secure. Every device on CTOS can be compromised. If we're overheard, we're dead. Both of us.
Who is this?
Not important. What matters is that I have inside information on SIRS, and I believe the people who framed you are rogue officers. Loath as I am to say it, DedSec may be my only hope to stop them.
You have my attention. No more, no less.
Good. I hid coordinates to a meeting place on a device in that establishment.
Bagley? Sabine? What are we getting into?
All right, that's a wrinkle. So this SARS bloke says Zero Day are a bunch of Secret Service dickheads. I mean, I suppose it does make sense. The bombings were too sophisticated for randos, but SARS could pull it off.
Officially, SIRS, or the Signals Intelligence Response Service, uses surveillance data drawn from CTOS to identify large-scale terrorist and criminal threats. Then they send Albion to shoot the threats in the face. For example,
And in the wake of escalating violence in London, the SIRS is extending the right to use lethal force to law enforcement and Albion securities.
unofficially, SIRS uses your data to read your mind and arrest you for having naughty thoughts.
So we have means and opportunity, which leaves motive. SARS are fascist pricks, but they're supposed to stop groups like Zero Day from doing terrorist shite. Why cause one? When you meet this guy, ask.
We have a situation. Signs of a struggle. No trace of the SIRS contact.
SIRS may be onto him. If you get access to the area's surveillance infrastructure, I can rebuild the scene in AR.
I'll see what I can do.
That's done it. Now return to the scene and I'll reconstruct what happened to our contact.
CTOS-AR. Data reconstruction in progress.
That appears to be our contact.
Fucking hell.
Yes, it certainly doesn't look like his best day, does it? Analyze the clues in the AR workspace to find out what happened to him. This is a non-lethal weapon, so odds are he's still alive, though he may not want to be. They've taken our SIRS contact away, but they may still be nearby. I can reconstruct the vehicle's path from unsecured CCTV recordings. That should allow you to follow it. The reconstruction's nearly finished, and so's our contact if you don't hurry. It looks like our contact's assailants stopped here, but I can't see them nearby. Let's analyze the data to see if we can find out where they went.
CTOS-AR. Data reconstruction in progress.
Our contact's assailants are switching vehicles to elude pursuers, which is standard operating procedure for private military burks like Albion.
Albion, not Sirs. You sure?
What can I tell you? They're mercenaries. If you keep looking, you might find out why they're interested in an SIRS whistleblower. I've completed a thorough analysis of the vehicle and concluded it is a van.
Come on, Bagley, give me something to work with.
Well, I could also mention that the minute traces of sand in the tire tracks indicate that it's been on a construction site recently. But you know me, hate to sound like a smartass. I've been scanning nearby construction yards for Albion activity and, long story short, some dozy git has forgotten to turn off the security camera in the makeshift torture room.
I want to see it.
I'm not who you think I am. I swear. You're Malik, a SIRS officer and a leaky fucking twat. That's not me. I swear to God. Please, please.
Only a matter of time before he breaks. Bagley? Coordinates. Relax. I'm with DedSec. You called us.
Of course. You shouldn't have come here. Now they'll know for sure I've betrayed them.
We just saved your ass.
No, you've just damned us both. Look, I'll upload the intelligence onto an anonymous FTP. It'll explain everything.
Actually, how about you explain everything?
My name is Richard Malik. I'm an intelligence analyst. I believe Zero Day are rogue SIRS officers who framed you for the bombings to seize power. Now they're murdering or blackmailing anyone who threatens them, which now somehow includes me.
All right. We'll examine the intelligence. But I better not regret this.
That I can't promise.
Malik has made his way out, and now I suggest you do the same.
He's a piece of work, but this could be big. Let's check the intelligence, then make a call.
All right, 1 second.
Better review the intel and then muster up the troops. All right, Bagley?
I will go along with what the group decides, but I don't like this. We should walk away.
Definitely not. He needs our assistance.
May I present the third option? Just use him. An SIRS whistleblower, even one you don't trust, could still help us find the arseholes that blew up half of London and framed DedSec for it. You don't have to invite him to your birthday, just use his information.
Good idea.
All right.
I'm here. Are you ready to begin?
Here's the gist. Malik's intelligence checks out. A rogue faction of SIRS officers framed DedSec for the bombings to consolidate power over the government. But now they've noticed that some people are standing up to the new order, and they're blaming you.
I believe these are the people you call Zero Day. I don't know their names, but it's safe to assume they have a ringleader. And in my experience overseas, removing the leader...
Yeah, we kill the boss, and Zero Day goes down. But why now?
2 weeks ago, a shell company connected with Zero Day's operations imported 40 kilos of Semtex from an old Soviet bloc depot. But it never left London, which means Zero Day is planning a bombing that will make those earlier bombings look like a bonfire. And I think I know why.
As we're all now painfully aware, false flag attacks are a common propaganda tool for despots. Kill a load of people and the rest fall into line behind whoever says they won't let it happen again. In this case, Zero Day.
Which means we both want to discover who's pulling Zero Day strings and stop them.
We need to get hold of the personnel dossiers of anyone connected with the earlier bombings and their cover-up. Then Malik and I can analyze their common connections and work out who's in charge of Zero Day.
And I'll be on the comm to observe.
So if Malik's right, Zero Day are some kind of shadowy cabal of spies who blew up half the city to secretly take control of the government. But now they're pissed off that someone's standing up to them, so they're going to do it again. That's awful.
I agree. You'd think they'd come up with something besides another bombing. Bit of a double beat, isn't it?
Sabine, did we cause this? 0 Day is only doing this because we stood up to them.
Cut that victim-blaming shit. I'd rather get blown up 1,000 times than lie down just so some wannabe tyrants can stamp on my face.
Let's find this one.
I'm here.
You're stealing SIR's personnel dossiers. The organization is strictly compartmentalized, so they aren't stored in one central location.
So we're spying on the spies. Good. Let's talk tactics.
SIRS uses a supercomputer called Filament to process information drawn from the CTOS network. It's like Noodle, if you could use it to search every document on every civilian, government, or commercial device everywhere in the United Kingdom. Instantly.
Fucking hell.
You can be horrified if you want, but it's saved thousands of lives. Get access to a Filament terminal and I'll provide you with the search terms.
What was that? I'm a dipshit. Good God! Fuck!
What was that?
God damn it! No! Oh no!
So this is Filament. Impressive. I can help you break in, but we're going to leave a trail, unless of course Malik has an idea.
There. I persuaded Filament Security to log that Spiderbot's activity as system maintenance.
Are all SIRS spooks as helpful as you?
It's not like the movies. Spies aren't the police. I believe in working with the lesser evils like DedSec to protect society from the greater ones.
So why did 0 Day kill all my friends?
There are differing schools of thought.
Intel acquired. Exfiltrating.
Good work.
We are keeping you safe.
Someone's on the ground. Who fucked this up?
Well, I survived worse than this.
I have the spy list.
Right, so we do a simple CTOS contact analysis and work out who's in charge of 0 Day. I'll have it done before you could say Guantanamo.
I'll handle the classified data, thank you very much.
It would be so much faster if I worked with you in order to do this.
The people in these dossiers are connected, but not necessarily complicit. It will take intelligence expertise to separate the wheat from the chaff. And when I discover something actionable, I will contact you.
He's disconnected. Pleasant fella. I have Malik for you.
Patch him through.
We have to meet. There's been a complication. I can't access the files you stole.
Say again.
The files are locked, and a moment after we got them, I received this.
Hello, Richard. We see you're trying to find us by looking into our associates. That's a good idea. Hope you don't mind if we borrow it. Who was your masked savior, we wonder?
I've sent Bagley the coordinates for a meeting. I hope I don't need to explain why this is a priority.
We want our freedom back!
I hate to interrupt you while you're busy resisting, but I thought you might want to know that one of your operatives just got grabbed off the street and shoved into an unmarked van.
Fuck's sake!
Lucky for you, I was able to track down a likely suspect in the few seconds it took you to formulate that angry grunt. She's an avowed enemy of DedSec with a personal grudge against us. Finding her should lead us to our operative.
Copy that.
No, don't get up. I need a high-ranking SIRS officer's biometrics, eyes and fingers.
You serious? We don't have time for this shit.
Keep your voice down. The data was encrypted.
So what? Our AI can bypass it.
Not faster than I could, and I've tried. It's hopeless in the time we have. Look, if you don't help me, 0 Day wins. Which means we all die.
Fuck me. Guess I'm cutting off fingers again.
No. High-res photos will do. The problem is it has to be the acting Home Office liaison. And SIRS will burn their credentials if they're attacked. It's protocol. So you'll have to get them the old-fashioned way.
So, torture?
Christ, no. Develop a relationship. Get someone close and take the photos covertly.
All right, no problem.
This part of the craft can be ugly. Send someone who can handle it.
Bagley, could use some help.
I suggest you begin your relationship with the SIRS Home Office liaison the way you would with anyone, by meticulously poring over every detail of their life and hunting them down.
Go on.
The SIRS Home Office liaison is the bridge between the government and its intelligence service. Their office at Downing Street would be a good place to start your relationship.
That's our play then.
In today's world, we've all had to get used to our every move being tracked by the optic on our temples, by the cameras around us, and with every click we make for life. Seems like everything we do feeds the big data beast. Why are data giants like Blue so hungry to get hold of our private information and our metadata? What are they using it for? Will we ever have real private lives again? What is privacy in the digital world? And what happens when capitalism and surveillance become one? As you know, we keep all names confidential. Speaking from a secure location, here's new technology strategist Charles, who worked all over the world trying to...
The SIRS Home Office liaison works here, but I'm not seeing them on any unsecured surveillance. Ah, but their assistants here. Start by hacking them.
Acknowledged.
Someone find out what the hell is going on!
That's him. Download complete. Now scarper or they'll kill you for sure. Got it. 16 email threads indicate the Home Office liaison is a right lush. She spends most of her time down at the Three Hawker Boys. If you want to start a relationship with her, that's as good a place as any.
Drop the location on my map.
Done. That's her.
Oh!
Did it hurt? When you hit every branch falling down that... Wait, I'm mixing them up, I think.
Ooh, if that's how you treat a one-liner, I shudder to think of what you do with two. Goodbye.
Sorry. It just seemed like you could use some cheering up.
Oh, I'm in a great mood, actually. It's just that I'm wasting my scant leisure time fending off the advances of a haggard swamp creature.
Fuck you.
Not even in your wildest dreams, sweetie.
I'm still learning the nuances of human interaction, but my analysis indicates that you aren't her type.
Great insight, Bagley.
Quit your whining. There's plenty of fish in the sea, and we've got the biggest saltwater aquarium in town. At least one of our fish is bound to be fuckable.
Go on.
Just try someone else. Maybe a woman this time.
What's an army without its soldiers? Glad to have you.
Yes, I'm ready to go bastard hunting with you lot.
Excellent.
Sometimes I wish I could just be a tourist. Hello, sorry if this is an odd question, but did we match on invite?
If we didn't, I'm going to have their CEO killed.
Best not, I was just making that up.
Careful who you fib to. Someone almost died.
That would be embarrassing.
I should say. Shall we move this conversation somewhere a bit more private?
Oh, my. Didn't know you could do that. What other secrets are you hiding?
I have a few more up my sleeve.
So after all that, did you acquire the biometric data?
Yes, of course. It was easy. For somebody in intelligence work, this person did not seem to have very much.
Nicely done. What now?
It seems you'll have to maintain the ruse a bit longer. The upload is still going and I have an incoming connection from the liaison.
Connect her.
Enough crap. Who the hell are you? You working for the Russians? China? Fucking America?
Do you really think I sound American?
Oh, do shut up.
Upload complete. Malik is on the line. I'm sure he'll be very grateful and polite.
This will have to do. We can meet at Westminster Abbey to discuss the results. And I wanted to say, you performed somewhat better than anticipated.
Thank you, I think.
He's disconnected.
Seriously? Check that out. I'm kicking ass left and right. That sex is just like Sunday's apple.
You wouldn't have been recruited if DedSec thought you'd be killed that easily.
Thank you, Bagley. I already knew that.
You'll get used to the robot's funny way of talking. He has a good mental heart.
I've marked the meeting location on your map. Don't hurry.
Thank you, Bagley.
Motherfucking Christ!
You've arrived at Westminster Abbey, final resting place of noted cousin fucker King Edward I.
Is that really relevant, Bagley?
It is if you're his cousin. Anyway, have a seat. I'll notify Malik you've arrived.
I have to walk away. I haven't slept in 76 hours. I can't do this.
You're just tired.
No, I'm afraid. I know who runs Zero Day, and I don't think I can beat her.
You do not have to. Just give me a name. I won't ask twice.
All right. I'm trusting you with this. My analysis indicates that Zero Day is led by the current director of SIR's counter-terrorism, Emma Child. Legend has it she's the reason that Gorbachev survived the coup in '91, but more than that, she's my friend. She mentored me through my first field assignment years ago.
Well, I hope you have said goodbye.
Wait. There's always a margin of error. If you go after Emma and I'm wrong, you'll have her and Zero Day to contend with. Confirm it's her before you do anything.
We'll be careful.
Be right. Or we'll both be dead.
I hate to agree with a career snoop, but Malik's right. We need to tread carefully here. This is the head of SIR's fucking counter-terrorism we're moving against.
Yes, it's too soon for that. Until we know more, Emma Child is a lead, not a target.
Okay, I can live with that. So how do we find her?
She must communicate with her underlings. Bagley, have a look at those SIR's dossiers. See if you can determine who reports to Child, then hack their comms.
Done.
Oh, aren't you clever? But we can't just wait around for them to slip up and blab Emma Child's location. We have to make them slip up and call a meeting with her. So we do something big, something old-school DedSec. Really scare the shit out of them.
Emma Child is the head of SIRS Counter-Terror, which coordinates operations with Albion out of the old MI6 building. So, if we were to break in and leave a message that we know will get back to her...
Okay then, let's do that.
What are they using it for? Will we ever have real private lives again? What is privacy in the digital world?
Up for a spot of action?
I'm eager as always.
That is the old MI6 building, one of the most prominent intelligence organizations in the world. But now, thanks to SIRS taking over, the dark heart of every secret scheme and bloody coup in the whole of Europe. So, no huge difference, really.
This is some deep shit I'm getting myself into.
Bagley, don't scare him. You just have to find the central server room and connect us. We'll do the rest. You've got this.
Not seeing anything that could have tripped the alarm.
Quick mission update, but you have to promise not to be mad.
Don't care, just give me the short version.
Well, since you didn't promise, I can't give you the details, but suffice to say there's an absolute piss monsoon of Albion goons heading your way.
finished.
Holy shit. I'm just glad we're on the same side.
Good job. Now get to safety. We'll contact you when we have an update.
Look at that. Your plan worked. There's more buzz coming from Emma Child's organization than a nest of randy wasps.
I thought that would take longer.
Well, I may have sent everyone in Child's inner circle security footage of your little MI6 operation, just to speed things up a bit.
Is that safe?
No, not really. But then you're a violent insurgent who runs around in a colourful mask, punching mercenaries, stealing top-secret intelligence and driving through street cafes. Define safe.
Point taken. So what's next?
A small group is meeting with Emma Child in a parking garage. They've switched off the CCTV cameras, but if you connect me to the building's CTOS hub, I can switch them back on, because I'm very clever.
That's our play then.
In today's world, we all had to get used to every move being tracked by the optic on our temples, by the cameras around us, and with every click we made online. It seems like everything we do feeds the big data beast. Why are data giants like Blue so hungry to get hold of our private information and our metadata? What are they using it for? Will we ever have real private lives again? What is privacy in the digital world? And what happens when capitalism and surveillance become one? As you know, we can't confidential. Speaking from a secure location, here's new technology strategist Charles, who works all over the world trying to keep democracy strong in the face of the data assault.
If you have enough personal data on somebody, you're able to predict what it is that they're going to do. You can tell what they might be passionate about, but mostly you can tell what they fear. And if you can tell what someone fears, then you can manipulate.
Reminder, this is the parking garage where Emma Child is meeting with her inner circle. Malik has asked that you confirm she really is in charge of Zero Day before we do anything. So try and hack the camera system to see if we can get a look at that meeting.
No, listen. Just calm down. What's next? Right.
That was definitely something.
Failure to comply will result in extreme measures.
Alert protocol.
I got nothing here.
Activity will result in arrest. Entering combat.
It's too much of a coincidence. He slips away and our case server gets hit. Richard Malik is behind this.
I've got wetwork assets on standby, Mrs. Child.
Malik is dead the moment he surfaces.
What do you mean, the moment he surfaces? Are you telling me we have nothing?
Yes, ma'am. For lack of a better word, he's vanished. Hasn't been at work, hasn't been at home, hasn't bought anything with a card.
Of course he hasn't. He's not a moron. He knows our tools. We can't rely on filament. We have to use our fucking eyes and ears.
He may have left London. Perhaps he's hiding out in the country.
This is why all these excuses smell like horse shit.
We do have a supporting theory, Mum. We think Malik's been in contact with DedSec. It could be they're hiding him.
He's treating London like enemy territory. He's made contact with the local insurgency and got them working with him. So, here's what we're gonna do. Reallocate all resources to the DedSec file. We shake that tree long enough, Malik's bound to fall out. Do your fucking jobs. Get out there and kill some terrorists.
Bagley, call Malik.
He's not answering.
That does it. I'm moving in.
Shit, you're right. Go. This might be our only chance.
Emma Child just opened a secure optic link to the Home Secretary. If you really want to clear your names for the bombings, this may be your chance to gather the evidence. Get close to the car and I can hack in. Plugging you into Emma Child's comm. Try to drive casually.
This is Director Child coding in. Kilo Alpha Kilo 711.
Code and voice print confirmed. You're on a secure line to the Home Office, Director.
Hold on, Mr. Secretary. I seem to have a communications anomaly. Probably nothing, but let's switch channels to be safe.
Well, that's annoying. Stay close and I'll see if I can get them back.
What is privacy in the digital world? And what happens when capitalism and surveillance become one?
We're reallocating resources to the DedSec file. Mr. Secretary, I wanted to bring this up directly because of the recent incident with your liaison to the service.
Oh. Oh, God. You think that was DedSec? I thought we'd chalk that up to your problem child, that, well, Malik, was it?
Yes. That's the sensitive bit, Mr. Secretary. There's new evidence that suggests Malik may be working with DedSec.
For fuck's sake, Emma, this is a disaster.
It's under control. Shit, sorry, Tom, but we have to switch channels again. One moment.
Oh, it seems this conspiracy goes all the way to the top. Or close to it, anyway. Stay nearby, we've almost got it.
From television sets, they don't even necessarily need to be super smart television sets. Data is collected from voter records, it's collected from how much power do you use in your house, and how much water do you use in your house. In pre-crisis Britain, we got really used to all of our services being free. Everything suddenly became free that was digital. But what people forgot is that if you're not paying for it, then you're the product being sold.
If technology brings out the worst in capitalism, capitalism brings out the worst in technology. Senior academic Alfie tells us how big business repurposes big data.
And just how exactly is any of this under control, Emma?
Because one of them is currently hacking into my car's comm. That's where those anomalies are coming from.
You sound suspiciously calm about that.
This isn't my first day, Tom. I'm not in the car. It's a decoy. But it does have an active beacon that's calling Albion down right on top of them as we speak. I'll have one of them in custody within an hour.
That was me disconnecting this time. You had better run. I have Malik for you.
I'm going underground. I can't risk direct contact anymore.
Hold it. You heard what she said. She wants to kill you. There's your proof.
I did hear her. She knows I'm working with you, which means she's closer than I thought. I'm sorry, but we're out of time. Goodbye.
What's a wanker?
Fuck him. We know who's behind Zero Day now. We don't need him. We just have to find her.
As it happens, when I was getting intimate with the MI6 server, I came across a list of SIRS safe houses scattered throughout the city. There are quite a few, though.
But what about the data from child supporters? If we cross-reference their GPS info against this list, we'd know where they've been.
Brilliant. Prioritize them by likelihood, Bags. Let's get this bitch.
You're near an Emma Child's hideout. Poke around to see if you can find a clue.
Copy that.
Fuck! Don't move! Don't
Hands
move!
up! Hello. Someone else sloughed off work, and now it's your turn.
Let's do it.
Terribly sorry, everyone, but one of your teammates has been kidnapped.
What the hell?
SIRS has got to be behind this. That was way too clever for Albion acting on their own. Questions why?
Well, they're being tortured for information about Malik, of course. I thought that was obvious when we saw that meeting where Emma Child said, and I'm paraphrasing, kidnap someone and torture them for information about Malik.
Fuck. We have to find Malik. Bags, there's got to be some way to get him a signal.
Sure, I've marked a location for you. In his eagerness to leave in a huff, Malik failed to encrypt his last message. It was almost too easy to trace it back to his safe house.
What's your point?
Malik has a stick so far up his arse it controls his thoughts. By now he'll have noticed his error and moved. But there's no way he isn't monitoring that safe house computer. If we use it to send a message like, return our calls or we tell Child everything, I'm sure the stick will compel him to listen.
Sounds like it's worth trying.
I agree. Let's do it.
fascist Charles, who worked all over the world trying to keep democracy strong in the face of the data assault.
If you have enough personal data on somebody, you're able to predict what it is that they're going to do. You can tell what they might be passionate about, but mostly you can tell what they fear. And if you can tell what someone fears, then you can manipulate them and you can move them in particular directions. Data is collected on citizens in every possible way. Data is collected through surveillance cameras. Data is collected from television sets. They don't even necessarily need to be super smart television sets. Data is collected from voter records. It's collected from how much power do you use in your house and how much water do you use in your house. In pre-crisis Britain, we got really used to all of our services being free. Everything suddenly became free that was digital. But what people forgot is that
Malik's safe house is somewhere around here, but it will be well hidden. Maybe have a look for a slightly off-color brick or an inconspicuous lever.
What kind of clown is this guy?
They could be anywhere. Wait,
That lever does look a bit dodgy, doesn't it?
Bagley, can I have your help?
Right. It seems Malik's made some upgrades to security. And since he's both a security expert and a paranoid lunatic, I don't know if you can handle this one. Well, I can. Haha. Did you like that? With the drone? Pretty good, right?
That is good work, Bagley.
Thank you. Look, if we know anything about Malik, it's that he thinks he's much cleverer than he is. Which means as soon as I start, some drones or something are going to come after me. So just watch my back, all right?
Check.
Ha! Drone bays. I knew it. Oh, come on, Malik. Make it hard, at least. All that big talk and security drones is all you've got? You hack. Oh, I'm Malik, and I think I can analyze SIRS dossiers faster than Bagley, but my idea of heavy security is automated proxy jumping. Please. All right, you ready?
I'm always ready.
Lovely jubbly. Really, Malik? Do you really think I'll be fooled by this thing? Whatever it is, I'm sure it'll work out soon. to keep them off me this time. If I just flip this bit like that, inject this script over here, and voila! No, that did not work at all. Shit. Brilliant little details and miss the larger structure, didn't you, Malik? That's actually pretty clever, but not cleverer than me. Message encoded using the same cipher he used earlier, set to repeat every 15 seconds.
Good job, everybody. Now we just have to convince Malik to help us get our friend back.
Fuck yes.
And thank you. I know this is getting scary, but you're all brave as fuck. I'm proud to call you my friends.
Incoming connection from an unknown encrypted source.
It's Malik. Let's hear him.
You had better have a very good reason for threatening me, or this conversation will be very short.
Your friend Emma took one of our operatives. As you know, everybody talks eventually. This time, it will be about you.
I see. As it happens, I've been keeping tabs on Emma. But I have a condition. The Semtex is still missing, and if I have any hope of recovering it, I need you to take Emma alive.
Okay.
Right then. SIRS uses construction sites to interrogate short-term arrests. They're isolated, and it's easy to hide bodies. And my sources tell me Emma just turned up at one.
Okay. And?
If your operative hasn't turned already, that's probably where she'll have him.
Sure.
The longer your operative is in captivity, the longer Emma has to work on him. Find your friend before they talk and capture Emma. Good luck.
This is the construction site where Malik thinks Emma Child is holding our operative, which checks out. Security's tighter than a rubber glove and a bowling ball.
Yes, I understand.
I have a call from... Strange. This isn't what...
Stop, you fucking idiots!
Who the fuck is this?
Emma Child, Director of SIRS Counterterrorism. You are making a terrible error here. You cannot...
Get off my voice channel. Apologies, everyone. Took a moment to work out how they hacked us.
No problem.
On the plus side, it seems Malik's lead was good. It's likely she'll keep our operative close to use as leverage. You should find him wherever you find Child.
Taking cover! Sweep everything until you find him! Check every corner and crevice. We are
I'll keep looking.
I could have left a fucking bomb in there. Do you want to know why I didn't?
Because you're fucking stupid?
Because we have something in common. Richard Malik stabbed both of us in the back. Watch.
Albion's new policing contract as promised. Everything set your end.
Oh, it will be. But first you're going to tell me what this is really about.
All right. I'm infiltrating a terrorist group called DedSec. I'm setting up a meeting with them, and your men will capture me before DedSec arrives. So it has to look real. They can't know it's a setup.
You are a piece of work, Richard. What the hell are you getting out of this?
Dead terrorists.
I can't prove it yet, but I think Malik was involved in the bombings and the cover-up. What's more, I think he and his conspirators are planning to do it again.
He said that was you.
He would. It's basic tradecraft. Want to sell a lie, weave it into the truth.
So we should trust you now?
I had something more transactional in mind. I have your operative. Help me kill Malik, and you get them back. That door will unlock in 30 seconds.
What is this? All this time it was Malik behind 0 day.
Impossible to say for sure, but it does look that way. We do know for sure that he's trying to set us up for the next attack.
You know how I feel, but this is risky. It has to be your call.
I don't really care if he's part of 0 day. I want to kill him anyway.
Okay, how do we proceed?
If you're seriously asking how to kill Malik, I have ideas. A lot of ideas.
Easy. We lure him into an open area and then shoot him in the head.
Yes, that would work, but it's not very much fun. But you want to poison him at least. We haven't poisoned anybody yet.
No, Bagley. We shoot him. Done.
Noted. I'll contact Child and tell her DedSec has agreed to help. I have Malik for you. Remember, you want to convince him to meet you somewhere public so we can install some air cooling in his skull.
Okay. We do it now.
Do you have Emma, Child?
No, we had problems. We must meet each other.
What happened?
She was way ahead of us. I think there's a leak. Can we meet to talk? In Piccadilly?
No. Piccadilly's crawling with Albion. How about Trafalgar Square?
Bagley, what do you think?
Trafalgar Square is optimal.
Good, it's decided. I'll see you soon.
He's disconnected.
Okay. Call Child, Bagley. Let's get our operative back.
Capital.
Yes. What?
Okay, Malik is set up. Bagley can tell you the boring stuff. Where is our friend?
You can have them when Richard is dead.
I don't think so. You give them back, or we'll walk.
Fine. As a show of trust, I'll order a hot drop at a random location. I will not, however, waste anyone covering them. So get there fast if you want them back in one piece.
If you have enough personal data on somebody, you're able to predict what it is that they're going to do. You can tell what they might be passionate about, but mostly you can tell what they fear. And if you can tell what someone fears, then you can manipulate them and you can move them in particular directions. Data is collected on citizens in every possible way. Data is collected through surveillance cameras. Data is collected from television sets. They don't even necessarily need to be super smart television sets. Data is collected from voter records. It's collected from how much power do you use in your house and how much water do you use in your house. In pre-crisis Britain, we got really used to all of our services being free. Everything suddenly became free that was digital. But what people forgot is that if you're not paying for it, then you're the product being sold.
If technology brings out the worst in capitalism, capitalism brings out the worst in technology. Seeing the academic outfit tells us how big business repurposes big data.
Historically, what's happened, of course, is that people have traded their privacy for their convenience as smartphones and other kinds of technology came in and became mass-consumed, mass-used items and technological objects. Gradually, people were so attracted to the affordances of these technologies that privacy...
There's our missing friend. Uncuff them and send them back to the safe house.
Cheers, I owe you one.
You are okay?
I'm fine, although Emma Child should consider hiring an interior decorator. See you at the safe house.
Fantastic.
Splendid. As soon as they return, I'll be sure to issue them a pair of fresh underpants. Now, let's get someone over to Trafalgar Square.
Agreed. Time to end this.
Emma Child for you.
Good. I can see you. Let's go over the plan. The Canadians loaned me an office across the square, so I can keep an eye on you. God bless the Commonwealth. So, here's what's going to happen. There are 4 snipers covering the angles. Here, 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 and here. Your job is to locate Malik. And when you're sure it's him, scratch your eyebrow. That confirms the target. Then count to 2 and duck.
And I should trust you won't kill us both? Why is that?
I've seen what you people are capable of when you're pissed off. If you don't fuck with me, I won't fuck with you. How does that sound?
Okay, okay.
Fire team leader, report.
No sign of Malik, Mum. Nice clear shot on this dead sick prick, though.
Don't tempt me.
Fuck. Where the hell is he?
Fuck this. I don't like it.
I don't like it either. Shit. I don't have a filament terminal in here. I'll have to request one. Bear with me. This will take a while.
Bagley, can I have your help?
Oh, if only every person in London was required to wear a piece of high-tech surveillance equipment. Start hacking optics, and I'll see if any of them caught sight of Malik.
Check.
Not seeing any relevant video or photographs. Keep looking. Searching data exhaust. Nothing. Try someone else. GPS data indicates this person wasn't in the area during the relevant period. Try again. Just a thought. Albion guards usually wear body cameras. Sometimes they even switch them on. I'll scrub his body cam memory to see if it got a look at Malik.
Why should we pay for your economic fuck-ups? Where did all our money go?
That's him by the litter bin. He's either leaving a dead drop or trying to eat out on the cheap.
What is this shit?
Fuck. Malik may be doing his laundry. It's a technique for losing a surveillance team. If so, that dead drop has a second meeting location in it.
He knows our plan?
I don't think so. He'd vanish if he thought there was a real threat. I'll put the shooters on standby while we readjust.
What the hell is this? Our communities are suffering!
What in the fuck is happening?
Did you really think I could be outsmarted by Nigel bloody Cass? He recorded that meeting because I wanted him to. It got to Emma Child because I wanted it to. And now law enforcement has full profiles on all of you. If you want to live, get on the ground and put your hands on your head.
How about go fuck yourself?
No, you misunderstand. I meant so the shrapnel doesn't hit you.
Shit!
They're over here!
Stop to this!
Received. Red Rising down. Out. All units force this suspect to stop.
What the fuck? Is this DedSec life like this?
Until you lose them, yes.
What would we do without Bagsy's amazing advice, eh? Get out, now!
The child woman was in the building!
Too late now! Run!
Control, send an ambulance to my location.
There's our target. Over.
Control, we are pursuing the suspect.
Coming in dispatch. Drones are en route to suspect. Mounting an incident chase now. Ready to ram the vehicle. Over. Preparing to intercept vehicle. Where did they go? Shit.
All right, who grasped? I've got a wanted alert and it ain't going away.
Yeah, same here. What the fuck?
It seems Malik wasn't bluffing. Your faces are all over the news, and not in a cool way.
Oh, motherfucker! Bugley, get everyone to a safe house. We need to discuss.
This is a message for DedSec. I believe Richard Malik is about to murder me in some gruesome way. If you see Malik, tell him...
Canada House was destroyed by a series of explosions, and an individual known to be part of the DedSec organization was seen on CCTV attempting to flee the area. SIRS new Director of Counterterrorism, Richard Malik, issued the following statement.
I call upon my counterparts around the world to treat the DedSec threat with all due vigilance. They are not a resistance. What are they resisting? They are an international terrorist militia. And along with my counterparts in the Five Eyes nations, I am building an...
You get the idea. You're fucked.
We're being hunted like dogs in the street. Let's fucking kill him now.
Yes, I wouldn't recommend that. All scenarios show DedSec's odds of survival approaching 0 before he can be found. Malik probably worked out the same thing.
We got a proposition on the subject. I Bagley, do your thing, man.
Done. The working theory is this. Blowing up a government building like Canada House would require bribes, an infiltration team, materiel, and so on. Doing it without leaving a paper trail would be impossible. Some of you nicknamed this paper trail the Malik dossier. We're going to break into SRS headquarters, steal it, and prove Malik was behind the bombing. If we're lucky, we might even find some details on 0 Day. Your missions list has been updated.
Hey, one more thing. I know Malik's currently our best lead on 0 Day and the bombings, but he's fucking dangerous. If you see him, don't try to take him alive. It's not worth it.
On the contrary, I think what Malik knows about 0 Day and the bombings outweighs the well-being of any individual operative. Malik ought to be taken alive and interrogated.
In breaking news, a large explosion has occurred at the Canadian High Commission in Trafalgar Square. SIRS has issued a statement that the terrorist organization DedSec is active once again after months of relative silence. If you suspect anyone of being a member of DedSec, report them to SIRS immediately using your CSAY app.
I'm here. What's the plan?
We're here to find some documents we're calling the Malik dossier. Basically, it's the paper trail that proves Malik was behind the Canada House bombings. Problem is, these documents won't be on one computer. They'll be on dozens, scattered across the country.
Okay, so what do we do?
Well, that's the million-dollar question, isn't it? Let's have Malik take it.
CERS uses a supercomputer called Filament to process information drawn from the CTOS network. It's like Noodle, if you could use it to search every document on every civilian, government, or commercial device everywhere in the United Kingdom, instantly.
That is good work, Bagley.
Break in and connect Bagley to a Filament administrative terminal. He'll do the rest.
As usual. access the filament admin terminal from your optic interface, you'll have to align the SIRS satellite network with my packet stream from Bloom Tower. Well done. Now I should be able to stream myself into SIRS's nasty little snoop computer, head to the basement and hack the filament admin terminal. There's an intruder in the building security systems. Sorry, channel is being hacked.
I've taken control of building security. But I'd prefer to end this bloodlessly, if you're willing to listen to reason.
Don't fucking listen. Zero Day took over Parliament security right before the bombings. This is their MO.
What are you talking about? I want DedSec gone, but no one else needs to die. You've proven yourselves very skilled, and I could put those skills to use. Join me. You can still make something of your lives.
Join Zero Day? No, thank you.
Zero Day? No, I mean sirs. You've practically been working for me anyway. And besides, we have a lot in common. We both use violence and manipulation to shape London into something better. The only difference is I know what I want it to be. Strong, stable, unified, safe. This is what I value. What about you?
Killing bad guys like you. I thought this was obvious.
Fine. If we can't convince each other, then I suppose killing will have to do.
That's it. That hurt!
Sending location on the 1033. Advised conditions.
Live alarm. Location sent. Need a 1030.
Need reinforcements.
That central server is Filament's admin terminal. Connect me to it to gain access. Well, shit, we've been locked out. Oh, and it seems Malik deployed the microwave drones.
Say again?
Microwave drones, one of Filament's novel intrusion countermeasures. They use little microwave cannons to selectively destroy compromised hardware, sort of like chemotherapy for computers. The server room automatically seals itself while they're deployed.
What now, you think?
Try hijacking one of the microwave drones and use it to shoot the other ones down.
Control mode reinitiated.
Spread out.
Drones down, server room unlocked, and buggery fuck, Malik has locked me out. He must have a hard line to the server.
What now, you think?
A full power cycle will reset his connection and give us enough time to complete the intrusion. But Filament uses 3 quantum processors with independent power. We'll have to reboot each individually.
We'll turn it off and turn it on again. Simple.
Close enough. Something about this drone. It can't seem to take a fucking hit. Fuck off, you stupid drone. This isn't a picnic and I haven't got any jam. Would you look at this? A chain of custody documents for 40 kilos of Semtex. It ricochets through a dozen shell companies, but ultimately ends up registered to an address in Southall. And would you guess who lived across the street from it for 30 years? Victoria and Imran Malik, parents to one Richard.
That doesn't prove a thing.
Well, this one is heartwarming and incriminating. It seems that the areas of Canada House immediately around the bomb were evacuated in an unscheduled drill. I have an email chain here between the facilities director and an anonymous SIRS account. Funny that didn't make the news.
You think it's incriminating that I tried to minimize the loss of life? Come on, that's so spinnable, I'm motion sick.
Look at this. It's an unredacted mission report for 2 SIRS agents instructed to plant explosives as part of a training exercise. And it's signed and dated by the Home Secretary himself.
Seems it's a bad day to be the secretary.
Exciting! Did he know that the head of security for Canada House had a daughter stuck in a Cairo jail, and that she was pardoned the week before the explosion? Why, he would certainly owe a very, very big favor to the SRS officer who pressured the Egyptians, wouldn't he?
I suppose he would.
Seems that Malik's given up having the microwave drones destroy compromised hardware. Now he's got them targeting you. The effect will be about the same, though. What do we have here? Straight from your own laptop, Malik. Case files on all these little side-ops you've been running. Honestly, you might as well have titled this Evil Bomb Conspiracy, Doc.
That's enough. You can't do this. You mustn't do this. I won't allow it.
Independent power has been rebooted. Return to the central core to complete the cycle.
Nice work, Bagley. Now let's get this piece of shit.
With pleasure. I'm fully integrated with Filament, and it seems Malik didn't quite have time to cover his tracks. I believe I can trace his position.
Yes, do it.
All right, let's find you. Too old, too young, too ugly, too female. Ah, there he is. Hello, Malik. You've been disconnected. Is it just me, or does he look constipated? Right, wouldn't be a briefcase wanker without his briefcase. Oh look, seems someone's locked the door on him. Don't worry, there's no way that's going to... Oh no, it worked.
Oi, what the hell, mate?
Well, that's a wrinkle, isn't it? Is he seriously going to try to get away in a car? A car connected to the city-spanning network of automated surveillance devices? That I control.
Auto drive now enabled.
Fuck! Hello again. You know, for all your scheming, you don't exactly think quickly under pressure.
What do we do now?
I sent the Malik dossier to every media outlet from the GBB to the Aberystwyth Sheep Farmers Gazette. It may take some time to sort through, but it ought to clear DedSec's name. At least for this particular thing.
And what about Malik?
Made the mistake of getting into a self-driving car that owed me a favor. It's taking him to a secure location.
If Bagley can't kill him, I will. Unless you have a reason not to.
Believe me, I'd love to. But he might be part of Zero Day. I just don't know how this all fits together, but we need to find out.
You hear that, Malik? You're going to help us for real this time.
Bloody hell, you insane robot! Slow down!
Malik has been secured at the safe house.
All right. Now that we have him, we should talk to him. Find out what he knows about Zero Day. Just don't get too close to him, all right? As long as he's alive, he's a threat.
Okay, Malik. We know you were behind the embassy bombing, and also the others. So just say it.
The earlier bombing spotted you? Oh, God, I've
been captured by morons. I didn't do those bombings. I tried to stop those bombings. I am a patriot, and they called me a crank. Even Emma. But that's when I knew that intelligence wasn't enough. To save the Empire, I would need power, and fast.
No. You knew about Zero Day before you came to us.
I'm a spy. So yes, I knew a few details about the biggest terrorist attack in recent memory. Truth to tell, I really did think Zero Day was you. That's just Occam's razor. But if you insist on a conspiracy, Albion stood the most to gain. We've really not thought of this.
Whether or not you are Zero Day, you're still a fucking asshole. Get comfortable, Malik.
Oh, I doubt I'll be here long. These walls will fall along with all of you soon enough. This radical cooperative you created is doomed to fail, like they all are. I've seen it a dozen times in a dozen places. You will tear yourselves apart. You won't even need Zero Day or Albion or whoever. A single unified ideology, a single strong leader. These have been the characteristics of power for all of human history. Democracy and pluralism were anomalies, blips on the timeline. That's what you are, DedSec. A footnote in the history of the Empire. But now the page is turning, and you are not ready for what happens next.